No question you're going to have a couple circle problems on the SAT. Let's take a look.
We're given a circle and an equation, and we're told that there's a circle B which is not shown. It is a result of shifting circle A down 6 units and increasing the radius so that the radius of the new circle B is 2 times the radius of circle A. And then we're asked which equation defines the new circle B. I want to do this in 2 steps. In the first step, I want to attack this the way I would attack it as a student if I were taking this exam. And then I want to reset a bit and explain for anyone for whom that might be helpful. So what I would do if I were taking this exam is I would first look and see that circle A was shifted down by 6 units. Shifting the circle down means I'm adding 6 units to the y variable. The second thing that's happening is we are doubling the radius. The radius right now is 3 because we know this is the radius squared, and we can see in the circle that the radius is 3 units. So if we're doubling that radius, that means the new radius is 6 units. That means the radius squared then becomes 36 units. So our new equation then has to be an equation that does not change the x variable. It adds 6 to the y variable, and it creates a radius that is 36. So letter A here is clearly the correct choice. And that's it. I would feel comfortable with that and move on. But now let's reset a little bit and explain. So the first thing we have to know is the standard equation for a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to the radius squared. In this standard form, the center of the circle is at point hk. I think the most common mistake I see students make on this is forgetting that these terms are negated. If we look, for example, in our equation here, we have an x plus 2 squared. What that means is we went from the origin and we actually went to the left by 2 units. So in this standard form, negative means going to the right, positive means going to the left. And for the y variable, negative would mean going up, positive would mean going down. So since we know that we did not change the x variable, we know that portion of our equation would not change. We also know that we shifted our circle down by 6 units, which means we have to actually add 6 to the y variable. And we know we doubled the radius from 3 to 6, and the right-hand side of this equation is the radius squared, so that has to be 36. And of course that aligns with answer A. I want to go over to Desmos real quick and just double check our answer. So this is a screenshot of Desmos, and you can see in red I've entered the original equation, which gave us a center at -2, 0, with a radius of 3. Our new equation has shifted that center down 6 units, and we now have a radius of 6 units. So our center here, as defined by our new equation, is actually -2, -6. And if you're not under serious time pressure, coming over to Desmos and entering those two equations would be a great way to check your answer. And that's really it for that one. I will emphasize this equation for a circle is not on the reference sheet, so that's something we need to come into the essay armed with. That's it for this one. Please leave me a comment. I'd enjoy hearing from you. Keep practicing. I'll see you in the next one.